I have never thrown the Discmania FD. That's gonna change today. When I close my eyes, honestly, it feels just like my T-Bird 3 that I bag, except the only difference is this FD is so much more domier than this T-Bird 3. It's not often that I see a disc with 6 glide that is supposed to be relatively stable. And when I say stable, I mean more straight to stable, not necessarily overstable, but coming in at 7601, you wouldn't expect this disc to really flip over on you. It seems like it's supposed to hold a straight line and then eventually fade at the end. And for 6 glide, that's pretty impressive. I bet it goes pretty far. Let's try it. First shot of the day couldn't have been more scary. I thought I was gonna just wreck that disc first throw into that pole, but honestly, throwing it on a hyzer, it went a lot straighter than I expected. It stayed in the air for a very long time. Let's toss it some more. After throwing this disc one time, it took me about 45 minutes to find it, and it's actually the next day. But the thing I'm really curious about is how this one flies compared to my T-Bird 3 when thrown on a sidearm, because the T-Bird 3 for me is that super straight yet stable fairway driver, and I'm curious how it compares to this, since to me they feel pretty similar. So I'm gonna throw the T-Bird 3 first to show you guys what I mean. There is a bit of a left to right headwind. Anyways, you get the idea. It goes pretty straight, and at the very end, it's trying to hyzer. Relatively stable disc, but does hold a line for me. Now I'm gonna try the FD. I'm really curious to see what happens here. So that wasn't even the greatest throw, but I can tell it's definitely a little bit more flippy than my T-Bird 3. Let's go ahead and give it some power and see what happens. So I'm throwing ever so slightly nose up, but with a little bit more power, we can really see that glide come out. Let's do one more throw and wrap it up. And just for comparison, I threw basically the exact same shot with my T-Bird 3, and I think we got about like 30 feet more. In the C-Line plastic, the Discmania FD is surprisingly stable. I honestly really like it, and it goes far. If you're looking for a longer T-Bird 3, honestly, the C-Line FD, that's it. And typically I throw a 360 at the end, but this time I'm gonna go with a power forehand and see what happens. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.